Hey, what's going on? Confidence Magnet here with another great video, a daily vlog, aka me thinking out loud. Now, today's video, I want to talk about something that people don't really talk about. I want to talk about having a quick wit, or as I like to call it, verbal judo. Now, what does this mean? Well, let me give you some things about them. So let's say that you get some comments on social media of them saying something bad about you, and you feel some type of way about it. You'll call it cyberbullying. Now, cyberbullying is a fairly new concept within the last, 10 years? Probably even less than that. There's a lot of people who kill themselves. They actually kill themselves over people cyberbullying them. But that's because they don't have the confidence within themselves to say, hey, whatever this person is saying is not true. So I can't feel like I need to end my life because of this. Yes, they might say some bad things, but you know, it's not worth killing yourself for. I'm at a stop sign. So what you want to do is you want to have you want to be able to develop your wit. So how do you develop your wits? It sounds very strange. Well, there's something called playing a dozen. So that means that you and a couple of friends, you can get together and you can insult each other. Yes, in a friendly, controlled way, you can insult each other. Just make sure you keep it at a low level. Keep the insults at a lower level. And what this does is, it gives you the ability to be able to think quickly. But okay, I need to think of a quick insult. So this might mean that when you see your friends, it sounds kind of messed up, but you're looking at all the imperfections that they have. You're looking at something that they may say. You may look at other things that they're not noticing, but other people might notice. So if you say something, or if you catch them on something, then they won't have a comeback. So your goal is to get people in a way so they won't have a comeback to whatever you got to say. But remember, when you're doing it with friends, you want to keep it at a low level. If you're doing it with strangers, or people who are trying to be dicks for the sake of being dicks, or bitches for the sake of being bitches, you want to be able to say to them in a way that that's not going to fly. You know, in a cool, calm manner. Because if you show that you're angry about it, then they're going to be like, okay, I can get under this person's skin. But if you do it in a way, like, kind of doing it in with a smile, they're like, okay, whatever I said to this person, it doesn't bother them. But whatever they said to me, it got under my skin. So it's very important you learn how to prepare yourself. It's kind of like learning how to fight. We don't want to get into a fight. We don't want to put ourselves in a situation where we're always fighting or constantly fighting, but it's always good to be prepared, because that situation can always arise. So yes, growing up, you may have been in a situation where people made fun of you. We've all been there. I've been there. But as years went on, I learned how to develop my wits. Like I said to my current co-workers, I said in my previous job, we greeted each other with insults. Now what that means is, every time we see each other, instead of saying, hey, how you doing, whatever, we'll make fun of each other. But then, each person knew that we were making fun of each other. And we never crossed that boundary where it became disrespectful. We knew it was fun. We knew it was in all joking manner. And if it got to the point that it was disrespectful, we'll say, hey, that was disrespectful. Then we'll back up. We'll back off. Now, there's another level to it. This is when people, they are disrespectful. And if you try to check them on it, like, hey, you're being disrespectful, they're going to continue to be disrespectful. That's when you got to bring it to another level. That's when you got to say, okay, I'm gonna insult you in such a way that it may make you cry. Because whatever you did right there, I told you, I warned you, don't do it, and you continue to do it. So just like judo, when you are attacking a person and this person says, hey, don't attack me or I will defend myself, and you attack him anyway, then when you land on your ass, there's a possibility you might break your arm. Or there's a possibility you might fall on your head or something like that. But it's not the person's fault. They would just defend themselves. It was your fault for provoking that person. Now, another thing about judo is the concept is minimal effort but maximum efficiency. So you want your witty comments to be very minimal. You might say like 1 or 2 lines and it'll cut deep like a knife. Or it might just poke them a little bit. So you like, okay, like, this is a sign to say back off. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you're around a group of people and you have a person who has yellow teeth insulting you. And let's say that they're trying to poke fun at you, and you're like, okay, like, I need to poke this person real quick. And you might say something like, hey, you ever heard of toothpaste? It works, you know. Your teeth are yellow as fuck. Now, the people around them, if they see this and they catch on to it and they start laughing, then this person, they're gonna be like, okay, let me back off. Or they might try to insult you with something else. That's when you come back with a counter. Because remember, if you say that one line, somebody might come back with something else. So you gotta have about 2 or 3 in the chamber. You gotta have 2 or 3 insults in the chamber. Because the first insult, they were like, okay, I gotta come back for that. Second insult, they were like, okay, I gotta come back for that too. The third insult, the person might say, okay, this person has to come back for everything I say, so let me back off a little bit. So it's not about being a bully or being a person who is looking for trouble or who likes trouble, but you're a person who likes to defend themselves. You're a person who likes to command respect. Because guess what? When other people see that you're insulting this one person, they're like, okay, let me think twice before I try to play the dozens with this guy because I might lose. I'm not very good at it, so I might lose. There's a lot of things that I'm not too secure about, and he might pick away at those. He might chip away at those. Just like a person who says, okay, this person knows judo. I don't know anything. Like, if I throw a punch, he's gonna make me land on my ass before I can even react to it. So let me be careful with, you know, how I approach this person. Let me not get on this person's bad side. And just like judo, it's very peaceful. Yeah? You want to be a person who says, hey, I'm a very peaceful person, but if provoked, I will insult you. I will have a comeback for everything you say. Now, you might say, well, what if a person has a comeback for every comeback I say? What if they have like, I throw out 3 and then the 4th one, I'm like, okay, I'm stuck. Well, it's always good to have a full clip, but sometimes you might lose. You can't win everything. You can't win every battle. You're going to have people who might be more wittier than you. But the thing is, you use that person as practice. You use them kind of like a sparring partner. You're like, okay, this person, they're more witty than I am. So they're actually going to sharpen my skills. So you might get people who are less witty than you, and they're going to see that the way you talk is real sharp. Like, you have a very quick response for everything they say. And then I'm like, okay, this person, like, they're on a different level. Like, I can't mess with them like that. So let me be careful with what I gotta say. That's one way you can do it, by using friends, co-workers, and family members to help you out. You can also watch other people do it from a distance. So if you watch people and you listen to what they say and how they say it, you can pick up pointers. So let's say that you're around a bunch of people, a bunch of friends, and they're playing the dozens, but you're not in it. You're like, okay, I like the way he said that. Like, he said it like it was real to the point. He said it in a way that this person couldn't respond. So let me try to work on that. Let me add that to my arsenal. If you're one of those people that said, well, I don't want to do that because I feel like I'm being mean. Guess what? Not everybody wants to get into a fight. But if you're in a fight, you better be the person that leaves the fight in one piece. Because if you want to or not, it doesn't mean that you're not going to be dragged into it. And if you're dragged into it, then more than likely, this will determine if you're going to leave harmed or not. So it's very important. And, you know, it's insult, so don't take it as life or death. It's very important that you understand it, because guess what? If you're a person who has quick wit, this shows that you have a certain level of confidence. And also, you want to be in a place where you know that you have good stuff about you and bad stuff about you. And the bad stuff you have about you, understand that people will attack you on it. So you want to toughen those parts up first. So let's say you have a lot of imperfections about your weight. You want to get to a point where you desensitize yourself about people insulting you about your weight. If you heard it a million times, be like, okay, I heard it a million times, so what else can they say? You know, like, let me toughen myself up about it. If I hear it more times, then it's not going to have that effect as it once did before, you know, the first time I heard it. So when you're on that level, like, your imperfections become very minimal, then you notice that you're forced to be reckoned with. It's like a person who gets into a fight, they get a punch, you know, like they get punched in the face and it doesn't faze them, or it doesn't hurt as much as it did when they first started getting punched in the face. It's not a shock to them. They're expecting it. So when you expect it, you can have a comeback for that, or you can always counter. I'm about to reach my destination, folks, so bear with me. I'm about to make a turn right into the parking lot. But yeah, man, like, if you're one of those people who are very sensitive and you don't like being insulted, then this is something that you need to work on. Because guess what? If you're a confident person, you need to be able to say, okay, I need to have it to where I have tough skin. I can dish it, but I can also take it. Because you have a lot of people that they're good at giving insults, but they're not good at taking insults. And a lot of these people, they end up fighting, or they end up wanting to take a fun little game of the dozens, you know, playing the dozens, and turn it into something serious, like an argument or a fist fight, or actually, you know, like killing the person. There have been people who've been killed over insults. So it's very important you understand this going in. You want to know who you can play this with. That's why I said it's always good to play with friends and co-workers who don't take it to heart. Now, if you have a friend who's very sensitive, you know, don't play it on them. Use those moments for if you need to. But okay, this person, I can't play the dozen with them because they're gonna take it the wrong way. So I gotta, you know, like, save those things for when it's actually needed. You know, don't do it too hard because they're a friend of yours. But at the same time, if you have an insult that needs to be said to them, you might as well use it, right? Just make sure that they're not one of those sensitive people who they're gonna think it's cyberbullying and kill themselves. Well, I'm at my destination, folks. I want to thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Don't forget to rate, comment, and share this video. Links are in the description. I got a lot of goodies in there. Well, I got a few goodies in there. I might throw in some more in the future. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. By subscribing to this channel, you get updates, and you know, you can get more good videos like this that can help you in your daily life. Anyway, that's for me today. I want to thank you guys for tuning into today's video. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace.